Hello and welcome to The Insider. I'm Lisa Adams. Today we're asking the question again, what's so cool about manufacturing? The question really framing a contest for middle school students that exposes them to career opportunities in our region. My guests today are Lori Knoll, Marketing Communications Specialist with the Northwest Industrial Resource Center, or NWIRC, Jennifer Ponser, who's Executive Director of Career Street, and Eileen Mullen, Program Coordinator for the Crawford County K-12 Career Education Alliance. So welcome to all three of you.
Thank you. Thank you.
For people who haven't seen our programs other years on this topic, let's begin by explaining what's so cool about manufacturing, where it started, and how the NWIRC got involved.
Okay, well, what's so cool about manufacturing is a student video contest where we pair a middle school team of 7th and 8th grade students with a manufacturer in our community so they can tell the story of what they think is so cool about a manufacturer in their own backyard. So it really shows the students things going on in our own manufacturing companies, and then they can tell the story to the community of what they see through their eyes.
So there are some obvious benefits there. Let's take a look at the logo for this. It's kind of fun looking. And has interest in this idea grown over the years? How many years have you been doing the competition now?
It has. It started about 7 years ago in Lehigh Valley, Pennsylvania, and the contest has grown every year. Last year there were 15 individual regional contests throughout the state. And to put that in perspective, 7 years ago it started with one contest. And last year there were 259 middle schools paired with 259 manufacturers across the state. And the online voting for the viewer's choice, which we'll talk about a little bit later, I'm sure, had over 900,000 votes.
Wow, that's impressive. So I know we do a special segment on our news called Giving You the Business, because we felt as a news organization that, you know, you see a lot of these box-shaped factories around the region, but you may not really know what goes on inside of there. So do you think you are giving exposure to manufacturing, which, although it's not as big as it once was, it's still the second largest employer in our region, right?
Oh, absolutely. And it reminds me a lot of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, where you might drive by a manufacturing company every day and have no idea what's going on. You don't know about their people, which is really a cool factor. And also the neat things that they're making and the processes that they have. So the students are really amazed. We hear every year the students and the teachers going into the companies, and the companies really roll out the red carpet for these students and are so excited to be able to show them.
Well, you have support from other organizations working in this same space, and that's the reason our other guests are here today. So Jen, tell us a little bit about Career Street and why you like the What's So Cool About Manufacturing competition.
Yeah, well, Career Street is a program that connects local employers with local educators so that students can have career exploration experiences. What a great way to connect 7th graders to career exploration than to get them in the schools, talking to the local manufacturers, the employees that work there, really experiencing what it's like to be in those four walls, as you said.
And let's turn to my left here and ask the same question of Eileen. Tell us a little bit about the Crawford County K-12 Career Alliance organization and why you're on board with the What's So Cool About Manufacturing competition.
Right, so the Crawford County K-12 Career Education Alliance is, the mission is similar. It's career exploration. It falls under the Chamber Foundation in Crawford County, so I serve the western school districts in Crawford County. But you know, the mission is the same. It's really to have students identify what they like and what they're good at, and how does that correlate into career. Because we're in Crawford County, manufacturing is always going to be, you know, something we really want to shine a light on. One of the things I like best is that it does target 7th and 8th graders, and I think that's when we really go from exploration to identifying, right? So we really try to have them all these interesting exploration, but then we hope in high school they're really deciding. And the other thing is that I have found through these videos, that our manufacturers share their rich family stories. A lot of them are multi-generation. They've taken over for their father or their uncle, and I just want to make sure those rich stories of manufacturing stay alive in our community.
You bring up the family aspect, and I was thinking about the fact that, you know, sometimes it was in a family to work at a certain company as well. You certainly look at the era when I grew up, when General Electric was the biggest employer around here, and people knew what went on there because their mom, their dad, their aunts, their uncles worked there, and so maybe it was a natural progression. But what about what's going on in manufacturing today? I mean, if kids don't have a chance to see that, they may be dreaming of being a professional athlete or an actor or a teacher, because those are the careers they're naturally exposed to, or maybe a nurse or a doctor, but they may not have any idea about what's going on in manufacturing.
That's very true, and that's one of the things a program like this gives the students an opportunity to explore that, because they might have ambition to go to college, but they really don't know what they want to do or what career path they're going to follow. So a program like What's So Cool exposes them to different career opportunities. It's not just working on a shop floor. There's a lot of opportunities within a manufacturing company, from marketing and human resources, accounting, and those types of positions as well.
So there may be professional career opportunities where they would need college or further training, and there may be some jobs that they could be trained on the job right after school. So when we come back, we're going to take a look at the schools and the companies that are participating this year in the Erie and Crawford County contest, and how you can get involved in voting on those videos. Stay with us. Well, welcome back to The Insider. I'm Lisa Adams. We're talking about the What's So Cool About Manufacturing competition for middle school students in our region and what it means for the future of workforce development, with my guest, Lori Knoll, Marketing and Communications Specialist with the Northwest Industrial Resource Center, Jennifer Ponser, Executive Director of Career Street, and Eileen Mullen, who's Program Coordinator for the Crawford County K-12 Career Education Alliance. So the competition for this year is underway for middle school students to show what's so cool about manufacturing by producing some videos about their experiences and what they've learned by working with their local company partners. So let's take a look at the list of schools and companies involved this year. Lots of these, and these are just the ones in Erie and Crawford County, right?
These are. NWIRC is coordinating 3 contests like this throughout the region. The Northwest contest is Erie and Crawford County, and these are the 14 teams that are working with the 14 companies throughout the region.
So it's public and parochial school or private school there as well. So how do you find the schools and pair them with the companies? Are you trying to pick a company that's close to them?
We are. First, in finding the school, we have to find a teacher coach that's willing to coach a team and guide them through the process. And then we try to find a company that's close to them for logistics, but also so they can explore a company that's in their own backyard.
So let's take a look at some of the students in action, and we'll see the settings that they're in, a wide range of industrial settings, but they've got their safety goggles on, sometimes their hard hats, they're working on the video part of it. Do they get excited when they see this? And how about the people at the companies? Are they excited about this too?
Oh, absolutely. The employees and executives at the company are very excited to welcome the students in. They're usually very prepared in providing the students with a good background about the company, and then the students start their videotaping throughout their tour, and then they do interviews with the employees.
So how does this interaction benefit not just the students but the manufacturers?
Well, the manufacturers are eager to open their doors and really expose the community and the students to manufacturing career opportunities. They're looking at their future workforce and developing their pipeline. For the students, it's really amazing for them to go in, and they're very surprised at what they see in manufacturing today. The perception is that manufacturing is dark, dangerous, and dirty, and when they see these facilities, they're bright, they're very clean. You could eat off the floor in some of these companies.
And I imagine the fact that they're having to produce a video and that there's a competition involved makes them have a real stake in what they're seeing there. So they are vying for medals or trophies. Let's talk a little bit about what they win.
They are. In each category, the winning students on the team receive a medal, and the medals were actually created 3 years ago by the Erie County Technical School. They designed, produced them 3D printing, and their auto body shop actually painted them. And we've been working with them every year since we started the program in Erie. And that's a look at the last year's medal, but they'll be very similar this year as well.
And in Crawford County, it's all about a trophy, and one of the companies involved has helped to produce that trophy.
Actually, we have 2 of our schools involved. We have the Crawford County Career and Technical Center and PMI. They collaborate, and so the design was created through the drafting and design program, and then the machining assists and the machinists at PMI. So it's kind of a nice collaboration. They created it, all of their time and materials are in kind, so it's something that they're giving back, and of course they want to support this because it's their pipeline as well.
So if you're watching this program, you can get involved and you can take a look at these videos and vote too. So talk about when voting opens. It's a limited window of time here, and how people can go and see the videos.
It is. It's the voting for the Northwest contest is March 16th, 17th, and 18th at what'ssocool.org. And on that website, you can see all of the contests throughout the state. But if you look for the Northwest contest during those 3 days, each video will have a vote button, and you can vote as many times as you like. You just need to refresh the page each time. It does not ask for any personal information or anything like that. It's very simple. So we really want the community to get out and vote. The Northwest contest last year had just near 35,000 votes.
Wow.
So my goal is hopefully to get to 50,000 this year.
That's astounding. So we know this is a really fun and creative way to make a connection between students and manufacturing, but it's also part of the larger picture of supporting and growing manufacturing jobs in the region and connecting students with their future career opportunities. And we're going to be talking more when we come back with Jennifer about the work of Career Street, and with Eileen about the Crawford County K-12 Career Education Alliance when we come back. We hope you'll stay with us. I'm Lisa Adams, and it's all about what's so cool about manufacturing today with my guests Lori Knoll, Jennifer Ponser, and Eileen Mullen. So Jen, let's start with you in this section. Tell us about Career Street. You've been working on this mission for a while. What really is the mission of Career Street? And you're doing this kind of work on a daily basis, trying to get kids to think about their career paths early.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, Career Street is 6 years old now. 6 years we've been around. It started actually from, it was born out of Erie Together, and for quite a while Career Street was with the Erie County Vocational Technical School. But just this summer, Career Street has gone back under the Erie Together umbrella. So we've kind of come back home, and we are focusing and continue to focus on career exploration. It's also a K through 12 program. Career experiences in such as classroom speakers, the tours, having a job shadow experiences or career fairs are all part of the experiences. Additionally, Career Street hosts Educator in the Workplace tours, bringing the educator into the work environment so that they can learn about the careers that are being offered in our area, actually be able to see, smell, sometimes even taste the different environments that offer careers in our area.
So in order for the students to get excited about it, their teachers have to know and be excited about the opportunities too.
Yeah, educators spend their time in the classroom just as much as the students do. So for them to come into the work environments, it's an educational process for them also.
When you first started talking about this idea with educators or trying to grow this, what kind of reaction did you get? Were people interested? And how has maybe that changed? When you started, was it a little bit of an uphill push?
The creators, I was hired to launch Career Street. The creators of Career Street did a very good job preparing the community. Everyone was very excited about having this opportunity. The employers were really looking for opportunities to be in the classrooms, to have conversations with educators so that they can have a voice in preparing their future workforce. So I would say that they were ready to go when we started, and the ball has just continued to roll forward.
Are people surprised when you say, well, let's talk about careers with kindergartners or elementary school students? Is it ever too soon to start that exploration?
It's never too soon. In the education world, at the younger grades, they do talk about career awareness before they talk about career exploration. So in the K through 3 area, K through 4 area, they're learning what careers are. They're learning what jobs are. And we can be a part of that piece of education as well. Then when we move into the education of middle school, they become to be able to put their skills, their training, their education together with what these careers are, learn when they can apply math and so forth.
I think we're doing this also against a really interesting backdrop because workforce needs are changing and evolving all the time. So Eileen, let's talk a little bit about what's going on in Crawford County with you're kind of in the same age space as Jennifer is and what she's doing. When did your group form and what's your mission?
So my program kind of evolved. It actually originated way back in the School to Work. And then it just, when the monies were no longer there for School to Work, the community still wanted to embrace this concept of having an entity that would continue this career awareness. And again, it falls under the Chamber of Commerce Foundation and serves the school districts, kindergarten through 12th. We do similar programs. Some of the things that we do, I also do Educator in the Workplace, and that's always fun to have educators come into the different businesses. Specifically, we use manufacturing, again, because of Crawford County, and it is, that's the loudest voice that I hear of businesses that want to connect with the seniors graduating. I also do post-secondary pathways where I bring different post-secondaries into the schools to make sure that everyone knows that there's different pathways to success. Not everybody goes to a 4-year degree. Some go to a technical school, some might go to a career school, some might go right to work or to the Career and Technical Center. One of the fun things I do is career camp. I do that at the Career and Technical Center every summer. Again, we do target 7th and 8th graders, but they are able to do all these hands-on activities in the summer, including welding, machining, drafting, electronic technology, Lego robotics.
So most of what we're talking about is exploration, but you do actually have a job fair of sorts coming up?
Right. So some of the things that we do that really are real life experiences are interview skills and mock interviews. We do the mock interviews in every high school. We have project employment coming up at Cochranton High School, which is each senior will have the opportunity to be interviewed like 6 times. But we also have a career fair coming up, but we call it a hiring fair because it is going to be at Meadville High School on May 1st. We invite any business sector that's interested in connecting with seniors that will graduate and be ready for the workforce. We're going to also invite all the seniors from the Career and Technical Center, so they have the hard skills as well. Before that, we're going to go in, work with the students, give them some tips, and also really emphasize the soft skills that they need to know. The show up every day, on time, sober and drug-free, with a good attitude, because you can get the job, but you have to keep the job, right? And so some of those soft skills are what really keep the job.
That's very important, the soft skills, and also maybe learning at a young age what you have an aptitude for. When we come back, though, we're going to talk about the contest that NWIRC is supporting in other parts of Pennsylvania, and we're going to remind you how and when you can check out those student videos and vote. Stay with us. Well, today it's been all about the What's So Cool About Manufacturing competition for middle schoolers with Lori Knoll, Jennifer Ponser, and Eileen Mullen. So we want to tell people about these other areas where similar contests are underway right now. We have a couple of graphics to show the companies and the schools participating in Warren County and
Yes, we have a new contest going. We're calling it Forest Oil Region because it's actually Warren, Forest, Clarion, and Venango counties. So that's our newest one for this year. And then there's a contest for Mercer County that is in its second year. So we always like to get the word out about those. Northwest contest has the voting starting on March 16th and 18th through the 18th. And you can see the voting dates and all of the companies involved for those other contests at the same website at whatsocool.org.
So when you go to vote, then you'll be able to see 14 different student-produced videos. And how long are the videos?
All of the videos can be no longer than 2.5 minutes.
Wow.
And so for Northwest, there are 14. For Mercer County, there's 6 this year. And for the Forest Oil contest, there are 9. And to dovetail on to what we were talking about regarding career exploration, one new thing this year is a lesson plan that was developed that students throughout the whole school can participate in during the voting period. And it basically asks the student questions about watching 3 of the videos, identifying what jobs they saw, what the companies were making, and different questions so that they can participate as well and also vote for their school's video.
And learn from this and get excited about when they're going to be
Exactly.
in the right grades to participate. Jen, you mentioned you've been doing this for 6 years now with Career Street. Is it making an impact? Are you seeing a difference? Are the manufacturers seeing a difference in building excitement about careers right here with some of the manufacturers in our region?
Yes, I think absolutely we are seeing that needle move. There is a tremendous push for career exploration through education, but it's all a part of the workforce development that Erie County is really embracing and supporting. So the needle is definitely moving on that.
And would you like to weigh in on that in Crawford County too? I mean, it's important that people have an opportunity to work at a job that they like and that they're well suited to, because well, we only have a minute left. So do you see a difference?
I see a difference. I think relationships are being built. I see businesses and teachers talking, relating, inviting each other into school to speak and into their businesses on multiple business sectors. So I do see a difference, and I see us identifying that kids need to make decisions about what they're going to do for the rest of their life at a younger age.
Yeah.
Well, I know there's a big award ceremony that's coming up on March 26th. That's when we'll find out who wins. Can anybody attend that?
It's primarily invitation for the manufacturers and the schools and the students. But if somebody has an interest in attending, we're more than welcoming for them. So it's going to be in Edinboro University on March 26th.